folks, this is Ron with On Fire Concerts, and we are sitting here today. This is our June artist interview of the month, and I'm sitting here with a man today that not necessarily an artist that you would see on stage performing and singing, but he is as much a part of country music as anybody in Nashville, in my view, Mr. Manuel.
Pleasure seeing you.
Thank you, sir, for allowing us to come out today. And of course, I got to thank you for letting me try on your jacket. The folks that don't know, and I don't know why anybody in Nashville wouldn't know, but a little bit of, you've designed some clothes for everybody in Nashville.
That's right, Nashville and elsewhere.
And elsewhere, because you started out in Mexico.
Ooh, I was a young kid making clothes for myself and then for some of the stars of the country there. And then I moved to the United States when I was about 21. And I've been doing it ever since, except I changed the atmosphere because of the Rose Parade in Pasadena, California. I said, well, maybe I can do that flamboyancy stuff. Maybe I can do it better, I was thinking. It got in my head. And I investigated who was doing embroidery, who was doing this, the other, and I found out about Viola Gray, who taught me how to do embroidery. Through her, I met Edith Head, which to me has been the best designer in the world, long time dead now. But she really took me under her arm, and we did great things together. And I started dressing entertainers, from my first group was the Rat Pack, which was Frank
Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin.
All of those guys, and Bob Hope, everybody.
But I have read where you had also, I believe, Audie Murphy.
Oh, of course, he was one of my heroes.
Oh, Audie Murphy was, I grew up, because, of course, that was
He
before
became one of my best friends, gave me his favorite rifle, I remember. Do you think you can give me something more friendly? And he said, this is all I do. I said, okay. We became great friends. And so was, every artist, actors, Ben Johnson, Jack Nicholson, every one of them, Gregory Peck, Errol Flynn. I mean, the old is the new, and
the list goes on. I was looking at your list of people that you have, done for, and I've been around country music a long time, but you talk about just country music and around
country music, every one of them.
Glenn Campbell. There's nobody you can name that you didn't.
That's correct.
And I read a thing today about the White Yoakum.
Mm-hmm. Oh. We worked together on his look for a long time. It was going to be his first album. And I'll tell you, the weirdest person when it comes to dressing and style, and we both created, so many artists I find, but some of them know what they want.
Right.
Name Marty Stewart, name Johnny, Johnny Cash.
Right.
I should call him by their full name. Dwight Yoakam, of course, and Ricky Nelson, even John Lennon, even Graham Parsons, George Harrison from the Beatles, all the other two. And then I started doing like Earth, Wind and Fire, rock and roll is galore forever, right. Prince, since he was very young, and others. I could name you thousands of them, but when it comes to country music, I'll tell you, and I fell in love with all these guys because they became my friends. One or two, they are still my friends, the other passed on,
right.
But I was definitely little Jimmy Dickens, George Jones, Johnny Cash.
I remember.
I'm gonna miss some of them,
right.
I mention it because
you got so many. It take you forever to name everybody that you've worked with, and it's like I remember a story I read one time, and I'm going on memory here, but about when Marty Stewart was young and coming in wanting to buy a shirt, you know. And it was just, I mean, I thought that was in California. I mean,
many years ago. He was
yeah.
12 years old.
Yeah, oh, 12.
He was 12 years old.
Oh, when he bought his first shirt, got his first shirt from me. It
So I gave it to him.
Yeah, I know. I think he said he had saved up, and he's a kid, you know.
You got to do the best you can.
And but Marty is a great guy, and it's just you were in California with was it Nudie Cohen?
Yes, he was my father-in-law for 14 years. I worked for him 14 years. Great guy. He treated me like a king, and he loved me until one day he didn't.
Well, that's like when you started I mean, you hear a lot of people call suits nudie suits.
Well, that's fine. I made them all.
But you made them all. That's my point. I mean, you're the one that.
I was behind the scenes. I wanted him to be what he loved to be, the front man.
Right.
And he loved that. He loved that. That's why we, fabricated that car with the guns and horns and things. And he loved entertainment. He played mandolin. He made an album. I mean, he's another country musician that I dressed.
Oh yeah, but you know, one of the stories I had heard was that and these are people I grew up watching, like on TV, westerns and stuff. The Lone Ranger.
Oh, that's my hero.
I mean, Clayton Moore, I believe it.
Right until the day he died, I dressed him all the time.
And you made his mask and
everything. I did.
And
I was so lucky.
That was just amazing. I mean, that's why I said I'm honored to be sitting here with you. You know, but I want you to tell the folks out here a story. And I would probably miss some of it, but how Johnny Cash became known.
For black.
For wearing black all the time.
You know, apart from me kidding him, because we have that humor,
Right.
And so friendly, but that doesn't mean that Johnny Cash was like a loud talker or anything like that. He was demanding when he talked, but he was such a humorous person.
Right.
And Waylon, John, Willie, who's still with us, thank God, and the whole crowd, George Jones, little Jimmy Dickens, Porter Wagon, oh my God, Mr. Rhinestone guy. And what can I tell you? I just, one after the other. One knows what the other guy is wearing, and they can't find this type of clothing at the time. Now I have created a lot of tailors that are doing a little bit, and I am so happy for them. I wish they were more successful, because they should be better than me. And I hope they are someday,
Well, you've been doing this many years, and
about
Johnny,
70-some years.
I know the story with Johnny on getting his black suits or black outfits.
I just played a joke. I was trying really to not do it, but he says, I ordered 9 suits from you, and they are here. How come they're all black? So I figured, why not?
Why not?
We had that dry, humor. I said, well, they have a sale on black fabric. So, I had to make you 9 suits, but they are all different. And he says, of course they are different. And I like him. And we have like 54 shows now coming up. And I want you to do me at least 2 a week or 1 a week, whatever you can. I said, John, it's nice to hear you ordering clothes, And how about the colors? The color is no longer in question. It'll be black.
Black. It'll be the man
But
in black.
He did ask me, though, privately, he said, why did you pick black? I said, John, you're a sinister guy. You're a guy that just
needs to be
stands
black.
apart. Oh, we all take a picture together when you stand up.
Yeah.
That's that kind of a person.
Yeah. And, it's amazing. Your philosophy, or I've read anyway, where you have said, and I've seen interviews where you have said, if I'm not wrong, that, the artists will try to tell you what they want, and I give them what they need. Yeah.
That's right.
But I mean, you've been doing this.
Well, it's an authority that you can take, a responsibility you can take, but I always try to make people pretty, to make them look, bring them out from wherever they are. And sometimes, most of the times I would say, I find the soul of my clients. And because they do not sweat. I say, I'm going to make you a suit. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Ever.
That's a good philosophy.
And I could try it a million times to make it over and over until I find the one that you like. But I've been so lucky, and they've been lucky too, because they really, they come up with statements like, wow, man.
Well, I mean, people know artists just by looking at the suits when they may not even know country music, but see a picture of Porter over there, but somebody look at that and see Porter, they say, I know that's Porter Wagner because of the suit.
Of course.
And, but I mean, it's like Jerry, my photographer and video man here, he always tells me at my shows, I'm a blue jean
guy.
Yeah. He always tells me, you need to deck out.
Well, you have it on.
But I'm decked out for you, Jerry.
Just drop me a check for $10,000 and you walk away really happy.
Oh, that's nothing. No problem.
Just kidding.
I'm wearing it to advertise. But no, I mean,
it's a pleasure talking to you.
What you have done is amazing for country music, and I've seen one of the best looking pictures I've ever seen anywhere, and I've seen it online, but I've seen it actually in your other room in there with Loretta.
Oh, my baby.
Oh, that is
one of my girls.
That is a remarkable picture.
Loretta and June.
That is
a lot of them. I mean, come on, most of them are. All the girls I love,
Oh, they just remarkable.
All of them,
Now,
and who doesn't like Dolly, for God's sakes? And it's really because of her beautiful eyes.
Yeah, well, I want to just switch gears for a second, because a lot of people may remember I remember seeing Manuel's place down on Broadway.
Yes.
Now, you were down in one spot down there, if I'm correct, for 20 plus years.
Yes, in my own place.
Right, and then you moved on down to 8th and Broadway.
Yeah, yes. And that was a punishment for me.
I think this out here would be, I would actually like this location better than going downtown.
Oh, this is my type of service for the people, Over there I was being confused. I looked like a scarf salesman or some T-shirt guy.
Yeah, well, that's Broadway at one point in time. That's what you see.
I love all those people. It's nice to see them.
But out here, you've got the room, you've got the space, you got everything you need, and this is a great little place out here.
Yes.
But Manuel, I just like I said, I spoke with your daughter the other day. She's just sweet as she be talking to me and taking time to work with me to set this up. And again, I can't tell you, it's just an honor to sit here with you.
Oh, and, the feeling is equal. I appreciate that you're here.
And
thank you for the visit, guys. I mean, I like this.
Oh, well, I know all our fans.
I have a little time to rest.
Give you a break.
A little bit of leisure doesn't hurt anybody.
Give you a break.
Yes.
But it's to take time to do this for me. It goes. I can't tell you what it means, and our fans will love it. They like these. A lot of times fans don't get to learn a little bit about everybody.
Who's doing the cutting and the sewing? That's me.
Well, it's like I tell people, it's in your case, we were talking about it earlier, and I think it's like a singer and a songwriter. You know the singer, you know the song, you don't know the songwriter.
That's right.
And the songwriter, without that, you don't have the singer or the song.
Correct, correct. And it's just such a... if you compare one to the other, since we should now that you brought it up, the entertainer has to get out there and eat sandwiches on the run, while the songwriter can sit at home, drink his coffee or his tequila, whatever he's doing, and he doesn't have to drive to pick up his check. He
Right.
just
It just
walks out to the.
comes in, and but we appreciate you so much, Manuel, and we're gonna close this for now. And I just want again to say thank you. And people can find your store here in Berry Hill, on Columbine Place,
That's right, 2804.
and you're open to the public
Of course.
every day. And
Everybody's welcome.
and you come by and check out his designs, and you'll be glad you did. And you can follow him on Facebook. You can check us out on Facebook. Our website, onfireconcerts.com. See who the next artist interview will be with. But today, it's Manuel, and we are just honored to have been able to do this and bring to you. And so we'll close now and say until next time, folks, have a good one.
Don't forget to drop the code off here, okay?
I got to
Before
drop
you
the
leave.
chicken. I got to drop the